Good morning. Makeup class is in session. If you're over 50, you're probably going to want to tune in. Hi, I'm Brenda. I'm an artist for Seint Makeup, and I use all Seint Cream Makeup, and it has been a game changer for me and so many ladies with mature skin. So let's get started. Let's get this hair back out of the way. We're going to start with contour. Don't be afraid to wear contour. Adds shadows to your face, gives your face dimension, and chisels some cheekbones. And it's just that simple. And now I'm going to brighten. I'm a very light coverage girl, and this makeup is heavily pigmented, so I'm hardly using any makeup. Don't worry, it doesn't have to be exact. This makeup is cream. We're going to blend it, and it's very forgiving. I'm going to play on shadow and light in my marionette lines with my brightening highlight color. And I'm also going to create a little lift right here. That's it for that. Now I have a roadmap for where to apply my main highlight color. And today I am tapping some bronzer into my main highlight color to give it a little warmth until I get transition to the next color. I know for years we have used lighter highlight under our eyes. Stop. Just stop. It's going to accentuate all your fine lines and wrinkles, and it's like putting a spotlight on them. So I'm using my main highlight color under my eyes. Now I'm going to blend. Seint brushes are double-sided, so I just flip this brush around. This is the buff brush, so I can work easily on my under eye area. If you'd like a color match, I'll post a number above that you can text for instructions. And you can fill out my color match questionnaire. It's going to tell you specifically how to take a couple of selfies. And I will email your results with a link to my website. And then you're not alone from that point. I'll be happy to help you. And this is where you can take a minute to assess how things are covered. I have the Badlands over here, so I always build a little more coverage right there. Right here too. Age spots, melasma, sunspots, whatever it is. So the first defense for covering areas that you want to, covering some of our trouble zones, is to build a little extra coverage. Now I want to look closely at my eye area here and see if I see anywhere that I could add a little extra coverage. And don't look too closely. We ladies are so hard on ourselves. I'm going to grab my spot brush and my demi. I use Y01, 03, and 01. And when you're color correcting, the least amount of product you can use, the better. So I am barely tapping on just a little bit of color here and only in the treble spots. And part of this is shadow because of the tear trough. And I know down here I need some 03 in this one little spot. And if I really want to be picky, I'm going to do some 01 right here in the corners. Now we're ready to blush. I'm going to combine a couple of colors today. We have new shades of the season that dropped today. This is Jolene. I'm going to use her very gently on this is one of our softer brushes, and I'm just going to tap her very lightly where I want some blush. Remember, you can always add more, so go easy the first time. Then I'm going to add a little, almost like a stain. And next in the lineup is Homecoming. Homecoming has a little gloss. I'll show you a little trick. This is lip liner. If I wanted to make this lip color more bright, I would use this color. But if I want to tone it down some, I'm going to use this color. So, contrary to popular belief, you don't have to use the same color lip liner as your lip, because I just influenced this color to go a little more on the pink side. I'm also going to add a little bit of melody to my cheeks. She's a little deeper, and she's actually going to work really well with this orange color. And then here's a little trick you can do with her too. So I want to blend just the way I want things. Oh, I love that. So this is Melody and Jolene mixed on my cheek. And then we're gonna take Melody and just tap her very lightly right here to get that flawless blend into our under eye. And she is a great color to do this with. I am so happy with the newly released lip and cheek colors. And you can play with these colors as long as you want to get the color you want. One of the joys of Seint is you can custom blend your custom colors to your heart's content. Let's touch up these brows before we do eyes so we'll be able to see the finished look. I want to go in with the powder eyeshadow and just set that brow. And I don't know about you, but I like a pretty soft brow. We're going to do something a little different with our eyes today. I'm going to start with Demi 05 and use this for a base eyeshadow color. And it is absolutely stunning. So one of the great things about Seint makeup is you can use it for all different purposes. This is actually a color corrector from our Demi line. And when you're building your eyes, build slowly. Don't try to get all your color on at the same time. You'll have a much more smooth, even look when you build your color. Much like artists do when they paint. I didn't get all that color on there in one coat. This is Havana. We're going to use Havana as a transition color. I tap my color in because I have wrinkled eyelids. And you want to make sure that you're pressing and tapping that color. I'm also going to blend this a little bit onto my eyelid as well. I'm going to set that cream product. And then we're going to take on Wednesdays and drag this across the lid. And then let's give this a blend and see where we're at. And now we're going to go in with a little pop of color for some drama, and this is Moscow. I think we're going to bring this, a little bit of this down on our lid today too. Oh wow, that made a big difference, didn't it? I like that. Okay, with a cream illuminator, I'm going to touch up. I'm just going to dab right under my brow. And we just softened the edge of our eyeshadow and lifted our brow. Just lifted that eye. I'm going to go back and just tap on a little more color because I can. Give yourself a minute to work on your eyes. I'm going out for lunch today and I want them to look really pretty. So I'm going to spend a little extra time. Now I'm going to line with this beautiful color Cocoa. Did you know every eyeshadow in your palette can be used for an eyeliner? Setting spray, just a tiny bit in my hand. Multitasker brush, just roll it in there for just a second very lightly. And then we're going to tap right into the corner of this color. This is a powder and it's called Cocoa. And I'm going to just put this right at the lash line. And I'm not going for a really dark, dramatic liner. Just a little color there. By putting it right at the base of my eyelashes, I already give them the illusion that they're more voluminous. Just all these little tricks add up. The key here is not to use too much setting spray in your hand, or you're going to get a watercolor. And we want a little color there. We're going to do one of the most important steps in your eyeshadow, and this is cleaning up the edges. And look at the difference of that. It just draws the attention up. You want to make sure things are looking up. And don't be afraid to go back in and tap on your blush if you need to after you clean that up. And then we're going to go back with Melody and do that flawless blend trick between your blush and your eye. Save this video so you'll know how to do it. Like and follow for more.